Walk onto any dealership lot, take in the smell of the interior, and look at the spotless paint reflecting the showroom lights. That polished exterior is the result of 72 months of extreme secrecy and a development budget reaching into the billions. The journey from a designer's first sketch to the showroom floor operates on a strict 72-month countdown. Tracing this 6-year timeline backward reveals how thousands of raw materials and millions of hours of labor combined to produce the modern automobile. The clock starts ticking at month 0, the invention and research phase. Long before anyone picks up a wrench, executives lock in a vehicle concept for a world that won't exist for another 6 years. They must accurately predict shifting consumer demands, deciding whether the market will favor a rugged internal combustion off-roader or a sleek, battery-powered electric commuter. The financial risk at this stage is massive. A single error in judgment regarding fuel trends or powertrain demand can render a multi-billion-dollar investment obsolete before it even launches. At month 0, the primary hurdle is foresight, correctly guessing the economic and environmental landscape of the next decade. Once the concept is approved, the design phase kicks in. Because screens can't convey true proportions, designers sculpt life-size models out of brown clay, molding the curves by hand to truly physically interact with the shape. These early physical shapes are placed inside wind tunnels. Engineers assess their aerodynamics, tweaking the clay to minimize air resistance, translating directly to better fuel economy for the driver. While the exterior is being refined, early prototypes endure absolute environmental torture. Teams bake the cars in scorching desert heat and freeze them in sub-zero Arctic climates to test their structural endurance. To meet global safety certifications, these prototypes are deliberately destroyed. They are driven into walls and barriers in devastating crash simulations. The ultimate objective is to build a machine scientifically designed to absorb violent impact, ensuring the occupants walk away unharmed. At month 36, the project transitions into mass production, shifting focus to the logistical demand of outputting 1,000 units every day. The physical birth of the car happens in the press shop. Gargantuan standing machines drop with up to 8,000 tons of force, instantly deforming flat sheets of cold steel into specific body panels. Those stamped panels travel to the body shop to join the robot dance. Synchronized mechanical arms pivot around the metal, executing highly precise spot welds in fractions of a second to join the pieces together. What emerges from this robotic assembly is the body in white, the completed, unpainted, and incredibly rigid steel skeleton of the future car. To keep that skeleton from rusting, it enters the sterile paint shop. The frame is dunked into an electrically charged bath called an electrophoretic dip, forcing anti-corrosion primer to bond deep into the metal before high-speed rotating atomizers apply the final clear coat. In a matter of hours, the factory takes 24-ton spools of raw metal and transforms them into a perfectly sealed, rust-proof shell. Over a century ago, Henry Ford scaled up mass production with the assembly line. Modern lines require a level of coordination that early pioneers couldn't have imagined. The modern factory relies on just-in-time delivery. RFID chips attached to the chassis tell factory computers the car's exact specifications, ensuring millions of components arrive at the correct workstation at the exact required second. Meanwhile, the heaviest physical components, the engine, transmission, and axles, are being built and tested on a completely separate manufacturing line. These two paths cross at a workstation known as the marriage. Automated elevators lift the heavy powertrain unit up from below, where it meets the descending painted body and is securely bolted into place. In this moment, the heavy drivetrain and the painted chassis physically merge, transforming a collection of parts into a functional vehicle. The car is fully built, but it must pass a battery of final quality control exams before it can leave the factory. Automated machines blast the exterior with heavy water pressure to check weather seals for microscopic leaks. Then, the car rolls onto a dynamometer, where the engine is run up to highway speeds to verify smooth transmission shifts. But sensors can only tell you so much. The final test relies on human intuition. Specialized test drivers take the wheel to listen for subtle rattles and evaluate the overall handling. They drive the freshly built car onto a test track known as a polygon. Here, they push the suspension over rough and unpredictable surface conditions to ensure the build is perfectly tight. Automated systems handle the metrics, but human drivers provide the final check for the rattles and handling nuances that machines often miss. As the vehicles pass inspection, we enter the final stretch. From month 60 to 72, corporate teams manage the logistics of loading these thousands of approved cars onto a global network of freight trains and transport trucks. Marketing campaigns kick into gear. The velvet covers are pulled back at international auto shows, unveiling the final product to the public. By the time the 72nd month rolls around, the countdown reaches 0. The cars are unloaded right off the transport trucks and parked on the dealership lot. Every engine start represents the completion of 72 months of high-stakes prediction, extreme environmental testing, and global industrial collaboration.